kettle's almost boiling. I'm just sat here in the rocking chair in the veranda. The electricity is off at the moment. There's some guys out doing some work on the road. So for the next 4 hours there'll be no electric. Well, that doesn't bother me because I don't actually use the electric kettle very much. I do have one. I keep it, you know, for emergencies, whatever they may be. But plan ahead, I suppose, is always a good idea. But what I'm using today to boil the kettle to make my tea, or I may even have coffee. As you can see here, I've washed out the coffee percolator. I washed that out in the rain barrel. Look who's watching me. It's my little friend, little Jackie Wilson. Yeah, little Jackie boy. So, decisions. Should I make tea or should I make coffee? So this is a little, I think they're called chimeneas, I think. The idea, and again I think, comes from Mexico, or thereabouts. And most people use these as like outdoor heaters, which is a bit silly. You don't heat the outdoors. But they're very useful little things because they're a sort of a cross between an open fire and a rocket stove. Because as you can see, I've got my kettle boiling on the top. Now, I'll just do a little zoom in here. What I've done is around the rim of the top of the chimenea, I've put these little terracotta plant pot feet. There's 3 of them I've just put on there, and that's so as the smoke can escape, and it also helps to draw the flame up the chimney to boil the kettle, which, as you can see from the steam coming out of it, is boiling nicely. Little bee flitting about there. It is a beautiful day, and I mean just a beautiful day. There's a very warm breeze. There's a lot of sun, despite the sort of milky kind of filmy cloud. As you can see, the ash trees haven't come into leaf yet. And the oak trees, well, certainly here in my garden, haven't come into leaf. Because there's an old saying, oak before ash, you're in for a splash. And I don't know what the saying is for ash before oak. Oh yes, ash before oak, you're in for a soak. So hopefully the oak will open up before the ash. Because I think a splash is better than a soak. Don't you? So, from the vantage of my rocking chair, here's some of the plants. Azucans? I think they're called azucans. Anyway, little cutting that I got and sort of left it near the stones. And it said, thank you very much, Clet, we make ourselves at home here. And at home, it certainly is. Look at that. Just on the one side of the stones. The grapevine's coming out. The roses are all coming out. You can see the buds. In fact, I think there's a rose somewhere. Where did I see it? Ah, yes, look. There we go. Little rosebud opening up. These roses normally come out in May, and it's just a real... They make a real show of themselves, you know. There's about 6.5 million of them all kind of bursting to go at the same time. And before you know it, then the veranda's covered with rose petals. Looks a little bit like the porch of a church after a wedding. It's just lovely just to sit here and listen to the birds. You can see the wisteria just about to come out there. Again, I'm going to have a lot of flowers on there. Though I did feed the actual plant with a lot of compost, you know, from my compost bins. I decided to empty most of them in the early spring. Well, they were all ready to be spread anyway. Some of the compost had been in there for almost 2 years. Most of it for about a year to a year and a half. So the compost is a fantastic fertilizer. Now you can also see from here the pieris, the forest flame. You know, the one that's growing in the old milk churn? Well, the milk churn that doesn't have a bottom on it. But it's growing in there because it likes to have acid soil. And so I was able to put acid soil in there that I got from the bog. Because as you know, the bogs of Ireland are many. They're all over the place. Isn't this heavenly, Jack? Isn't this just heavenly? Yeah. Jack says thank you very much to Joyce. Yeah. You see? You know, don't you? Because I was telling you about Joyce last night. I said, you're a lucky boy. Joyce Walsh has subscribed to the blog, the Bealtaine Cottage Good Life blog, and she's subscribed a little bit extra, and she says, that's for Jack. So, Joyce, I'm going to get up now because I'm going to show you what I bought with that extra €10 for Jack. Now, let me just see where I put them. Ha-ha! An old CD player that my grandson was fixing for me. Look at that. A box of crackers. Jack loves green crackers. I got him a whole box, look. Well, almost a whole box. 24 in a box. I've put one of the packets into a jar already. So what did I get? I got less than 20, but anyway. That's going to keep Jack in happy. Look, he's licking his lips. He's licking. You were licking your lips. Would you like a cracker? Yeah, he says, oh, I'd love a cracker. Yeah. Go on, Mum, give us a cracker. Well, you know, I don't ever give you one cracker, do you? Do I, Jack? I give you 3. I give you like a little cracker sandwich of 3. Yeah. This is how Jack talks to me. He opens his mouth and kind of tries to make little sounds, don't you, Jack? Yeah. You're such an intelligent boy. Such an intelligent boy. I know. But you'd like a cracker very much, wouldn't you? Yeah, look. Yeah, I know, darling. So I'm going to stop filming now and I'm going to open some more crackers and let you have a little scoff. Are you going to say thank you to Joyce? Come on, say thank you, Joyce. Woof, woof. He says, look, I'm far too intelligent to be playing a circus dog here. Anyway, I shall go and make some tea, and Jack will have some crackers. Yeah, crackers. Enjoy the rest of the day, everybody. Although I won't get this uploaded for a little while because of the electric being off, but hey, it'll be uploaded later. Yeah, I know, Jack.